Hey guys, another literature break for you today. I hope you're having a good week and whatnot. I'm going to read a little part of a book called, oh Lord, it's not, I hate it when it doesn't focus. This is called Bayocean, the Oregon town that fell into the sea. So this is sort of, I'm so interested by American enterprise and creative destruction and capitalism. The whole thing interests me a lot. And we always hear the stories of the Henry Fords and the folks who made it, and it's amazing. But I think for every Henry Ford, there's something that didn't work out, and so this is one of the things that didn't work out. This was this was going to be like Atlantic City, it was going to be like a destination, but it was built on sand, and the whole thing washed away. Let's see, where should we go? Sorry, there's so many interesting parts of this. Okay. I'll just start in the middle. So this is one of the pictures. So that's one of the pictures of one of the houses that fell. Several homes which were out of the way of the rebuilding project but now abandoned were left to await destruction by forthcoming winter storms. Finally, on February 15, 1960, Burford Wilkerson, a local resident and noted photographer, made a picture as that last house poised on the edge of the dune ready for its plunge to the beach below. But one more building stood, Louis Bennett's garage. Bennett's garage remained the sole building and used as a checkpoint in our study for several years. Then it too became undermined and piece by piece fell off the cliff. By the spring of 1970, the walls of the small one-car structure had gone. Only the arched roof remained with a corner of this hanging over the edge. When the authors returned in March 1971, about half the roof remained. Our trip there 1 year later revealed only a few boards left. But there was something else. Years earlier, Mrs. Bennett had planted a row of daffodils by the side of their garage. Now these flowers were on the very edge of the precipice. We photographed the daffodils, then salvaged a board from the garage remains. The board was Rainbow Girls blue, as the girls had painted it decades earlier. At our request, Buck Sherwood visited the area in early 1973, then wrote, "The daffodils are not in evidence." The storm had taken them as well as the last boards from the Bennett's garage during the winter. Today, one can drive to Bayocean Park on the new breakwater. The route to Bayocean is west on Tillamook's 3rd Street, the Netart's Oceanside Highway. After crossing the Tillamook River, one takes the right fork and drives along the edge of Tillamook Bay, Lockwood's original route, to the Pitcher's Point. At this point on the right is a sign and the start of the 2-level driveway out the breakwater to the parking lot near the old town site. The only heavy traffic may be on weekends when local folks haul their horses and trailers to the parking lot, then ride horses on the peninsula away from the threat of motor vehicles. The parking lot is on the bay side of the reconstructed spit. The lot is fenced with railroad rails. There is a locked gate on the north side of the lot. The return to the main highway is along the top west side of the breakwater about 20 feet above sea level. T.B. Potter's Atlantic City of the West is hardly visible today. The sluiced-in sand is now mostly covered with beach grass and Scotch broom. In 1972, a short length of a driveway, High Street, could be found, but in the spring 1989, only pieces of its rubble can be found here and there on the beach. Until about 1983, one could find at low tide a length of pipe 6 inches in diameter protruding from the wet sand. This pipe, with pump attached, once served as a well for the Hicks house. In 1989, no trace of the pipe was found. So it's a very cool place. I was there with my mom, and we walked the beach and walked out on the spit. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, beautiful. And you could see why they would have wanted to have a beautiful luxury hotel there, but it just didn't work. And just for kicks, I'm going to show you this. So this is the natatorium that was planned. I mean, you know, you think of Cliff House out in San Francisco. You know, there's all these places that did come to life, you know, that did work. Some of them didn't. And then they did build that natatorium. I don't know if you could see it. Anyway, so this is sort of very near the setting of the novel that I'm working on. So I don't know if there's actually going to be a scene at Bayocean or not, but it's definitely been considered more than once. So hope you guys enjoyed checking that stuff out. Have a great weekend. Take care.